The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It is May 29th. Happy birthday, my brother.
Happy birthday, Chad.
It is Chad's birthday. He's living out in Ontario. Happy birthday, big brother. 5:31 right now. And if you're not going to hear the 6 o'clock news, unfortunately, we had 6 wildfires pop up over the weekend.
Well, that's not 2 or 1. Wow.
Yeah, there were 6 of them. Now, majority of them are kind of remote locations caused by lightning, and crews are out there attacking them, keeping them small. There is one by Fort Chipewyan, 18 kilometers north of Fort Chipewyan. Around yesterday, around noon, is when they caught it and they detected it. Investigation is ongoing on how it started. Around 300 hectares. And they got 2 heli-tac crews, 4 helicopters, 2 air tankers, more on the way. And they're hitting it full force.
Okay, good to know. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, the news story's over on our website as well if you want to check that bad boy out. But then, yeah, there's like 3 others that are being held by the Birch Mountain Wildland Provincial Park.
Okay.
That's kind of like northwest of Fort McMurray. And then kind of north of Fort McMurray, Richardson Dunes Provincial
Park.
Where
people like to go quadding.
Yeah, so unfortunately, even though there's a restriction and it's prohibited, I think maybe there's 2 fires around there.
Oh, no, come on.
So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not, and everyone was respecting it, but there's 2 around there that were also started up.
Okay, well, big thanks as always to our fire crews who are working so hard to get those out and keep us safe.
We appreciate them.
5 a.m. Confessions.
Oh, was it warm all weekend? I forget already.
Yeah, it was hot. 26 at least?
Oh, yeah. Sunday was at least, I think we got up to 30 on Sunday.
I believe it. I was like, I need to reapply sunscreen, and is it time yet? It must be. I need to reapply sunscreen.
Yeah, Friday evening, we'll say all the way through till right now. Pretty warm. I didn't have any deodorant on the weekend.
Sean, what is going on? Did you forget to buy it again, or just not stop by your bathroom, or?
I guess another confession. I didn't have deodorant Friday morning for our show either. It ran out Friday morning. I did one rip on the armpit, and then the thing collapsed and went down into
So
the stick.
The other armpit didn't get any. You were like, I hope I picked my stinkiest armpit first.
Yeah, I just slapped my hand and tried to try to get some of that slab on, and then just go for the other side.
What kind of deodorant are you using? My goodness.
It's the clear kind with a little bit of a glaze type of thing. Yeah. So I bought deodorant yesterday before going and viewing some more places I could potentially live, because I thought I shouldn't show up stinky till
Can you imagine? That would be my first no. I'd be like, nice to meet you, but you are not getting this place.
Sir, you stink. You cannot live with us. You cannot stay here. It doesn't even go here.
You know I'm a sucker for a good contest.
Always. You're annoying on the Instagram, always sharing those things.
I'm sorry. And I think my social media has figured that out. I just see so many contests and so many advertisements for them. And then yesterday, there was an opportunity to win a bakery.
Interesting. Go on.
Yeah. So usually I'm entering to win, I don't know, a gift basket. This was an entire business in Kamloops.
A gift basket from the bakery. This is the entire bakery.
Yeah. The full-on business. And it's a couple who owns it, and they have decided that they'd like to retire.
Wow.
But they're nervous about how long it might take to sell. They say they have friends who have been trying to sell their business for 18 or 19 years.
Oh, wow.
And they would like to retire sooner rather than later. So their intent is to give the bakery away. And I was like, oh, I could enter to win a bakery. Why not? Guess how much it costs to enter to win their bakery.
Why are you paying for a contest?
Exactly. Thank you.
It's not a contest. This is like an auction.
Yeah. This is a raffle ticket.
You $10,000.
Just 1,000.
Oh.
But I don't feel like it's just that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So then how many people are paying $1,000 into this contest than to get a bakery?
Yeah, well, this is what they're saying, is that they need at least 500 entrants for them to go forward with giving the bakery away.
Wow.
And so that's $500,000. $100,000 that they're going to get, which perhaps is what their bakery is worth. Apparently, it's been an institution in Kamloops since the 70s.
Wow.
But they say they really want to find somebody who's passionate about baking, who has the skills to do it, and then also has some business acumen. And so you don't just pay $1,000.
This isn't a contest.
And what is this thing? You don't just pay $1,000 to enter. You also have to like send in your skill set and tell them why you would be the perfect next owner and meet them. They'll narrow it down to 10 finalists, and then it really is like a TV competition over here. I didn't enter.
This isn't a Joe Blow contest.
No, you can't just share it to my stories and call it a day.
Have you ever gotten a "you up" text, Steph? I know you've been married for like 700 years, but
yeah, I did actually get one.
You have received them?
I got a weird winky face text in the middle of the night from someone, and I was like, I'm just gonna ignore this because we see each other a lot in real life, and I don't want to act like this happened.
Were you a married woman at the time?
Oh yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Even worse. Unbelievable.
Awkward.
I got one on the weekend for the first time in like a decade, and I've been a single dude here or there in the last 10 years.
Wow, okay. Were you flattered or were you like, ooh?
Hilarious and flattered at the same time. It was a what you doing at 1 a.m.
And did you respond? Did you
No, I was sleeping.
get up out of bed and leave your house?
You know me. I'm a little sleepy boy, okay? I was 100% sleeping at 1 a.m., but then I responded the next morning and I played dumb. I was like, what did you need?
Did you need me to randomly move a mattress in the middle of the night? Or, 1 o'clock in the morning? Is there anything else you could have possibly be thinking of?
That's right. So I played dumb. I wanted them to say it. I didn't want to say it. But now I want to know it, and I know them and everything. And now I want to, the thing that I'm going through is do I let them just live through the embarrassment, or do I bring it up and make fun of them?
I think you bring it up.
You think so?
Yeah, because, they're either going to live through the embarrassment and you're going to have a changed relationship from here on out, or you bring it up, you laugh about it, and move on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Keep us posted.
That's right. I'm strutting with confidence today, though.
Saw something from the 90s yesterday. It made me smile, made me think of this scene from She's All That with Freddie Prinze Jr.
What was it?
Hacky sack.
Oh, yeah. Does slam poetry and everything, hacky sacking or something along those lines?
Yeah, you got to say it really slow, hack-e-sack, hack-e-sack. Don't let it drop, Zach.
Can never let it drop.
But two gentlemen, two grown men, were hanging out in their front yard having a game of hacky sack.
Nice. That is so fun. I love the throwback.
And my husband was like, man, I was really surprised that hacky sack hasn't come back yet. It seems like everything from the 90s is returning. I was like, oh, looks like it's coming back.
I think it could. That is a very good... He noticed it. Words just hard to come by this morning. But I won a hacky sack from the alley, and I was gaming with it with some people in the building for a good bit a couple months ago.
Okay. I was wondering where you would even buy a hacky sack these days.
I don't know, maybe just win them. I don't know if you can buy them.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I bought my brother a hacky sack for Christmas, and he was like, oh, can you actually sew this a little bit? He wanted me to take out some of the beans or whatever was inside and sew it back up for him. So it was like Christmas with a project, basically. But he and his friends played with this hacky sack all the time. And it's funny because we have these phones in our pockets now that kind of have a ton of games on them. But a hacky sack, the original entertainment for the pocket.
Yeah, we need to bring it back, I think. It's a great idea.
Yeah. How were you at hacky sack?
I was average. I wouldn't say I was the leader and a person who could carry the group, but I also wasn't terrible as well.
How would you say in comparison to Freddie Prinze Jr.'s performance on She's All That?
Freddie's at the top. He's really good at it. What about you? Or no, I don't even need to ask.
Yeah, you don't need to ask.
Never mind. I'm in the process of moving from one place to another because unfortunately my landlord's retiring and getting out of Dodge.
Yep. See ya, Curtis.
And then I have to walk. The luxuries of walking.
You have to walk. No, you don't get to walk any longer. Now you have to move away from next door to the station.
I'm sad. And so, but I have some places lined up, and I'm selling things on Marketplace that as you do one move to another, you realize, didn't use that for the last year. I can sell that.
Yeah, Marketplace is a wild place. Are you discovering that?
Yeah, because I remember when I moved, whatever it was, a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. That's the only time when I use it, when I move. I don't ever use it in between. And I'm reminded of all the fat finger people, because there's pre-templates, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they're fat finger people or if they're just like, ooh, that looks great. No, it is available. I don't want it anymore.
What? No, they have to be fat finger. They're like, oops, I accidentally hit that. Because then all it's like, hey, is this available? Like the generic text. Everyone sends the generic text. And then I just like, yeah, let's set up a time to come check it out. And you never hear back.
Yeah, I feel like if they were fat fingered people, they'd write, oops, sorry. But they're just ghosters.
I feel like they would just be embarrassed and be like, this is nothing of my time. I don't care about it. Why would I write back?
Then they're not embarrassed. Then they're just like, screw you. I don't care about you. If they were embarrassed, they would say sorry.
No, if they were embarrassed, you wouldn't talk to them. You'd be like, I'm never talking to that person. I'm just going to hide in shame.
I beg to differ. This is a ghost. This is like, ooh, yeah, I want this bike. I don't want the bike. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of that is happening. Is this available? Is this available? Is this available? And then the other one was I had a higher priced item. I have a chopper bicycle for sale, by the way. I have a higher priced.
Hashtag no free ad.
I work here. I get a free ad.
Okay.
and so it's higher price. It's not like the $10, $20, $40. And I had someone reach out, but they didn't reach out via the Marketplace chat box. They reached out like as if they were DMing me on Facebook Messenger.
Weird.
And so that was the first red flag. And then it was just like broken English beyond broken English. And then it just got to a place where they're like, and then I'm going to send my movers because I can't pick it up myself. So I'm going to make a certified check. And I was like, lady, this is like 4 red flags in a row.
Yeah. There's not even pink flags anymore. They're all bright red staring you in the face.
Yeah. So then I ran into the classic bot or scammer. So I just got the full Marketplace preview over the weekend of just the joys of it all.
So what are you saying? You're going to start selling on Marketplace more often?
No,
it was so easy.
What is
You're
that
like,
gave it to you that I should do this full time?
Hope you never have to move again, so you never have to sell another thing.
Yeah.
I've learned a new term, Sean.
Bring it on.
Can opener.
Beside the obvious, or no, maybe not so obvious. Maybe you're throwing me for a loop here.
No, I've known what a can opener is for a long time. This is a new way for an old word.
Okay, I know it gets thrown around in the sports world for like a big hit or something.
Oh.
You kind of hit them. It's like a can opener. They're coming out of the can. You hit them so hard that they're busting open.
Okay, no, that's not right.
All right, that's all I got.
That's all you got? You
that's all I got.
Anything else? You were just like, I think I already know what this word means.
It's a sports-related term, so I'm right.
You are not.
Level up your lexicon.
Okay, a can opener is when you jump upright into a lake while holding one of your legs up.
Oh, okay,
so
that one also.
Kind of look like a can opener.
I did know that.
So instead of a cannonball, it's just half can opener. Yeah, you knew that?
Yeah, I did.
I've never heard that before. I read it in a magazine this weekend.
Gosh.
Oh, what a fail, Sean.
It is a fail, and I knew it. It was right in front of me. Came across a post on Facebook in one of the groups, Fort McMurray, Hike More, Worry Less.
Love that group.
Always posting about fun things to do in and around the town here. And brand new trails kind of got curated and opened up, I guess, to the world.
They made some brand new trails?
This is how I'm understanding it. So big shout out to Riley. He made the post. They're called the Pilsner Trails. Very Sasky of him.
You must be from your stomping ground.
Yeah. He said a new system of freshly cut trails in the valley between Abasand and Beacon Hill. Full of fun, adventure, awesome sights to see. Grab your crew, a dog. Enjoy a beautiful day out in nature. You can park on the corner of Athabasca Ave and Athabasca Crescent in Abasand. And then he included a bunch of maps and everything. So I took to the challenge and I walked a little bit of it in the plus 30 the other day.
Wow. Okay. You were adventurous too in plus 30 going out on a trail. Okay. And especially, so Valley though, like Abasand's on the hill, Beacon Hill is obviously on a hill. Were you going down to the river?
You can. Now the map that they made up, I'll share some of the pictures over on our Facebook page shortly here after done talking. But the map that they drew up, there's a lot of orange lines and then there's some red lines. And usually that means the darker it goes, the harder the trail is. And all the red lines are kind of as you go deeper into the valley. So just naturally thinking, I think we didn't, the people that I went with, we didn't dive down into the valley. We just kind of stayed above and just enjoyed some of the viewpoints from up top and just throughout the trail system. But there's so much that we didn't even tackle here that you can kind of go around to. And it looks like there's a lot of times you can go out and tackle a different side of the trail.
So cool. Thanks so much to Riley for making another thing for us to do in Fort McMurray. Amazing. If you didn't get to vote in the advance polls, that's okay. In about a half an hour, polls are going to open in Alberta and they're going to stay open right here in town all the way until 8 p.m.
Yeah, and today's the last day. It's literally election day today. 9 a.m., 8 p.m. It's the time that you can vote. Advance polls were so breezy and easy. I'm going to humble brag a little bit.
Okay.
I went to the advance polls. It was absolutely fantastic. It was like 3 minutes inside and out.
Okay, I'm not going to humble brag, but I also went. No,
that is a humble. You're like, I'm not going to humble brag, but I also did that and it was fantastic.
Yeah, we also, neither of us need to go join a line today. But obviously, if you wait until 7:30, you may find yourself in a line, but it is your civic duty and such a wonderful right that we have here in Canada if you are a Canadian citizen to get to go and vote. So don't pass it up.
No
Make
kidding.
Sure you go do it.
And I will say, in like past years, I have voted on election day, and I kind of like the rush of it all, of like everything coming together. And sure, it's a line, but like it's almost like going to a sporting event when everyone's there for the same. Well, everyone's not there for the same reason because people are casting votes for multiple parties, but like this just same reason as like just election day, sporting event, two teams going against each other. Election day, you're all like collaboratively going. So I have enjoyed the rush of election day votings, but advance polls were just so easy.
Well, it's just so nice to be able to be lazy on election day and not have to be like, oh shoot, I have to get somewhere. But I do want to say, I've been hearing a lot of reports that this election as to who our next premier is going to be could come down to one seat in the House and voter turnout. They say that basically it is such a tight race. Every vote is going to count. So don't say, we know who's going to be our person in the region. I don't need to go out and vote. No, get out and vote and make your voice heard.
Steph for premier. Too late, but next time.
That responsibility is too big.
That was a good speech, though.
Thanks.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.